officially entered Oregon. We've left Seattle, and it is 11:20. We left the house at 8 a.m. We're making good time because we got to be in Cali tomorrow night at 7 for practice. There was 3 days of tryouts and then callbacks on Saturday. And then, then we got our sheet on Sunday-ish, late Sunday, that said that we made the teams and I made SMOED. So we're gonna stay at a hotel tonight, and then tomorrow we'll probably drive about 5 hours, maybe play a little bit up on our way. We normally do the road trip in like 4 days because we come up for every summer. But the road trip this year we tried to do in 2. And our drive was long. It was me, my mom, and my sister. And it was long. Interviewing your fellow passengers. Madden, what have you been doing?
Watching Dance Mom Season 8 and playing with my dog Link.
Or Creepy Doll. Like,
look.
Mom, what have you been doing?
Driving.
Yay. We love driving. My mom makes us do workbooks to keep up with our schoolwork in the summer, and it really does help. So we did workbooks, and these are our suitcases. As you can see, the car is very full with bags because we're moving into another house. We're gonna be in a hotel for the first 2 weeks, and then there's condos right across the street, and we got one of those, so we're gonna move in there. Me and my 2 siblings and my mom, and then my dad's gonna come up part-time. I'm excited, a little nervous, but yeah, my family wanted to help me pursue my dream, so we're here.
Don't give in. Keep telling your mind, I want to be a world champion. I want to have a nice butt. See? It works.
So I was on SMOED last year, and then I tried out for Reckless this year and I made the team. And now at the moment I'm training with them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop. Look at your lines. Get in your lines. And there's a press in between every jumping jacks. Don't be lazy.
In the 2016-2017 season, I was on Reckless, and it was my first year at CA. So that was my first time on a World's mat. Next season, I came and tried out for SMOED, and I did the 2017-2018 season with them. And now for the 2019-2020 season, I'm back to do Reckless again because I aged out. I'm really excited, honestly. I think the team is going to be super fun. I'm with people again that I knew from SMOED 2018. I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be a strong season for us.
Get it. You got it, Leah. You got it. Normally, every year on Reckless, when the kids from SMOED graduate out, obviously, I want them to come to Reckless, but for the most part, the kids are just tired. They've had a long haul with the SMOs.
Orby was the reason why I came back. We had a talk at the end of last year, and something he said really hit me. He said, if you're 19, 20, and you think you're too old to cheer, and you can still do it while you can. Enjoy it while you can. And first of all, I was like, at me. Second of all, I was like, he's so right, because so many people move from across the country, across the world to be on these teams, and I live like 15 minutes away, so I'm trying to just do it for one more season.
Last year was my first year where I really had a good amount of SMOED kids, and then this year I lucked out again, and I've got Enrique and Callum, which are 2 amazing tumblers, and Enrique is a fairly decent stunter too, so I'm super excited to be able to have them. As a matter of fact, Enrique is my first choice for boys.
I fully planned on being done. I was last year was my final year, and then we walked off that floor day 2, and I went right to Orby, and I was like, put me on your roster for next year. I was like, I can't end on that. Being on Reckless is something that I've wanted to do for the past couple of years, and now we have a whole bunch of SMOED alumni that have been on the team that I've been on the team with, so just watching all of them move on is something that I've been wanting to do. My sister's been on the team, so something that I'm excited to hopefully do this whole year with.
What had happened was,
I got more glow.
I wasn't. I'm being bullied on national.
I haven't cheered with my brother since 2014 when we did Code 3 together, our first year at California All Star. So for us to be on the mat together would be so much fun, because he's always pushed me to do better, and we always compete with each other.
I told you, she bullied me all the time at home. I literally told you that.
Oh my God. Look at the stats. Look at the stats.
I'm expected to show up a little bit more because, you know, my sister's been on the team for so long. She's always worked hard, and, you know, I know the second that I start to slack off, she's gonna be right on me. That's how she's always been.
My brother's basically like my best friend. Like, I can tell him anything, and like, I know he won't judge me. Like, he can make me laugh whenever. Like, we just have like the same sense of humor. We drive my mom crazy, but he's just my favorite person on this planet, honestly.
Just to finally be able to be on a team with her this year, it means a lot because, you know, we know it's something that my grandma wanted to see. It's something that my mom wanted to see, was us take the floor at Worlds one time together. And this year, that's the goal. That's the reason why we're gonna keep pushing. That's the reason why I'm gonna keep pushing, is to make sure I'm on the floor with her. You know, to make my mom happy, and, you know, most importantly, to make my grandma happy.
Guys, I brought a pineapple from Hawaii.
This season it's definitely a new mindset. You know, we went through our first year of being daddies, and like, we're good. We know where we're at. We know where we're at. We know what's happening at home, and now it's time to really get back in the gym and get refocused. I finally got to see them like together in the same room.
So in my first practice, I expect to die, because that's what I see from the videos. Just like, even when he says like, oh, it's gonna be easy practice, you're still mostly likely gonna die. So I'm expecting that, expecting conditioning, running, but I'm also expecting like to have a good time while I'm here.
I've been looking at them on paper for the last month, you know, trying to figure people out on paper for the last month, and they've just been a pile of names and a stack of sheets, and now I get to see them in the building.
Devin, you're gonna switch in and out with Allie today. Red, switching out with Taylor.
My name is Amber Stone. I'm 15 years old. I've been cheering for 6 years. The past 3 seasons, I've been cheering for California All Stars. First year, I was on Sparkle. Second year, I was on Cali Code and Junior Mafia. And then before that, I was in Utah at a place called Fusion.
Amber Stone is back for round 2. Amber tried out for SMOED in 2017-18 season, and right after the showcase, I already knew it wasn't gonna work for the rest of the season.
Honey, why are you sitting on your ass while everybody else is working? Get up. You're one of the people that came in early and did nothing. What are you doing? Hey, is it fair that we're all working hard, sweating, and Amber's back there rolling her ankles? Absolutely not. If I was your teammate, I'd want to pull your ponytail. Let's go. And 3, 4.
When I was on the team, my running pass was a whip double, and I literally got that a month before I went to try out with it, so it was still a new pass.
Come on, Amber! Come on, girl!
Mentally, she was not the athlete that she needed to be for that team at that point. That didn't mean that she was no longer welcome back to come try out. I started getting email from her mom, just, you know, she really wants to come back, she wants to finish what she started, and I was like, absolutely.
I found out about SMOED just one night. I was probably 9, 10 years old, just sitting in the living room. And I was just looking up cheer videos and everything, and it's just crazy because I watched it at such a young age. And then when I came to try out for here, it was exciting because I remembered the little girl that looked at all the videos and everything, and it just sparks up energy inside. And I came back to SMOED because it's a lot more competitive, and I push myself more on harder teams. It's a lot more reassuring, being here at the very beginning too. I'm just like everyone else this time. Obviously I need to prove myself, but I really hope I make it to the end. So I'm just gonna try my best and stay on top of everything as much as I can.
Any kid that wants to be trained by me, I will give the opportunity to. Whether they keep the opportunity or not, that's completely up to them. But, you know, just because it wasn't her time back then doesn't mean it can't be her time now. So as long as she stays on that train, she'll stay on the team.
You're good. Wow.
I'm Jack, I'm 18. That's my second year of competitive cheer, but I've done high school cheer since my freshman year. I was born in Boise and I've lived in Boise my whole life, but I've done high school cheer for 4 years. My mom actually helped me get into it at a freshman orientation thing at my high school. I had done gymnastics since I was really little, and so I quit that eventually, missed tumbling. It was a really good way to get back into it.
Push right through the dub, make sure your toes are under you, you're arching out and you're rabbit catcher. Not bad.
Just being here is crazy. It seemed like this huge unattainable dream that I didn't think I would be able to achieve basically. And I did a video tryout, just recorded some videos at the gym with one of my coach's help, and she helped me put the video together. I was watching a movie with my friend and I kind of just stared at the email for a while and breathed to not freak out or anything, and I just sat there and processed the information. Then I ran upstairs to tell my parents.
What did they think?
They were super excited for me. I've had really no idea what to expect, but everyone that I've met so far has been super nice and welcoming, and I'm really excited for the season. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of points where it's going to be really hard and I'm not going to want to be here, but I'm sure in the end it'll be definitely worth it.
I've been cheering for 12 years. I'm from England, just outside of London, in a place called Essex. I'm able to stay in the States, but I have to stay as a student. So I have to go to college. I have to find the time as well. Because last year I was only at college and cheer, now I've got to go to college, work at the college, then cheer kind of thing. In Reckless, it's such a good vibe team, I feel. It is fun. I am close with a lot of them. And I like how they're around my age, so I can relate to a lot more things and talk to them more openly. I'm training for Reckless at the moment, obviously, but I have to go home at the start of July, which is sad, I know. But, it's expensive for international cheerleaders, really. If you come out here, you have to be a student or you have to have a job. So yeah, it's just expensive, and the whole past season was a lot, but my mum and dad paid for it, and they kind of said it was a 1-year thing. And obviously they knew that when they came out here to visit, I wanted to stay for longer. So my plan is to go back home, save up the money, and then come back here to, do Reckless, because I've given Eddie time with practice, and now it's time for Orby, because I love both of them, so I need to experience both of them. I'm more of a Cali lover than an England lover, which is the problem. It is second kind of home for me, but yeah, everyone here just made me feel so warm and welcome, and everyone's basically said be yourself kind of thing, and yeah, kind of have been myself, and I've been able to show it more than I would have in England. I could be Callum out here. It sounds cheesy, but yeah, that's the T.
My name's Malia, and I've been cheering for 5 years.
Malieya had a rough World Day 2 run, and all season, but it was a little rough. It was just a little inconsistent, and I should have known at that point. But, no kid goes out there with the intention of messing up.
It's a lot of pressure being a flyer because we're the only 5 people in the air, and people really look at us and see what we're doing and evaluate us.
To be on Cali SMOED You literally devote yourself mind, body, and soul, and you give everything you can. And to go through all these strenuous practices and training sessions and to give up so much of your life and sacrifice so much to not go out there and give it your all, it doesn't happen. Talking to Malia, and she said she never wanted to do this ever again. Social media was brutal to a 13-year-old kid. You know, sometimes things are said about me, and you know, I know how I feel, but I am a grown adult. I can't imagine being 13 years old, having people say that you're not deserving, having people say that you're worthless, saying that, you know, that she should never been on that floor to begin with. What was I thinking keeping her on the team? Things like that were being said on social media. That tears away at the hard work that was put in on behalf of that kid.
It's kind of stressful and kind of like, I don't know, it's just kind of like, oh, because like everyone's focused on you and you feel like you have to do your best and you feel like you have to be perfect.
The weeks after the World Championships, I made sure I checked in on her. You know, I made it clear to Malia, it's like, don't let this be the end of Malia Pittman in All Star Cheerleading. Like, this should not be people's lasting impression. Now, you have the opportunity to make a big comeback.
So Cali Camps this weekend, we're kind of like the demo group. Like people were like, oh, they kind of felt some type of way because we didn't like perform at our best at Worlds, obviously.
We have a show off in about like 10 minutes now. We're crunching to hit.
Your group has 5 candlestick back tucks. We'll do 25 candlestick back tucks on hard floor. I don't care.